Here we go.
Ellen McCauley. I'm at Pray It Off once again in Syracuse, New York, and I am so excited because it is just a mere week, not even a week. It's only 6 days till Lent. Lent. I'm going to direct everyone's eyes to the back of the food log tonight because there's an article, 5 ways to go deeper and deeper into Lent. Face it, we're all not that young in this group. I mean, there's a couple of younger people, but we've all seen a couple of Lents, right? Haven't we all seen a couple of Lents, everybody? So, what do we want to do? Have the same old Lent? Or do we want to really go a little deeper? Because what we're trying to understand is Christ and his passion and death for us. We want Lent to be a time where we grow closer to Jesus. You know, I shared with the group that I, just got back from Las Vegas where our grandson was born and he's been in the NICU. And yet, even at that time, it's an opportunity to become closer to Jesus, to become closer to other people who are sharing in similar cases or have in the past. One of the things it suggests is do an examination of conscience. Just think, where can I improve? What can I do? Don't beat yourself up, but say, where can I make a better journey in this life? I don't think it's important to be quantitative, to say, I swore 6 times. I lied 3 times. I think that's for the 5th and 6th graders or, younger people. I think it's important to say, I haven't always felt like I was being honest with other people. Or I feel like sometimes my language isn't appropriate for a Christian and I want to get better. Improvement. That's what Jesus wants to see. I'm not going to have people raise their hands, but I know for a fact that there are people in this room who are Catholic who haven't been to confession in years. I so encourage you to go to confession, do an examination of conscience, and go to confession. It feels so good, especially during Lent, because you are preparing yourself to celebrate the passion and death and resurrection of Jesus. Maybe you had a bad experience. Maybe you have done something you think is so bad. There is literally nothing that these priests haven't heard. Nothing. I'm sure they've heard that people even murdered people. I'm sure they have. I'm sure there's nothing you could have done that they haven't heard before. And so far, I haven't read in the paper where it says, priest quits because person's sins were too bad. I haven't read that. I haven't heard it. So I think you're safe to go. Here's something else it says. Ask for the help of aspiring or existing saints. For those of you who aren't up on all the Catholic, if you're blessed or blessed, you haven't quite made sainthood yet. Try to find someone who's been blessed a long time without being a saint. Don't pick your Mother Teresa's and your Pope John Paul II's, because you see how meteoric they went blessed in saints? I'm talking pick somebody. If you need help, I'll dig up somebody for you, not literally. Also, go for those existing saints who aren't busy. I told you, St. Dimpha and I are like this. Not everyone walks around all day. And St. Genesius and I are very tight because he's the patron saint of aspiring actors, and I need Vincent to get a good job and pay for our retirement. That's his job. So find a saint, get their help, and here's something else. When I was praying for Tyrus, our grandson who's in the ICU, here's who I called upon. All the McCauleys, all the Strodels, all the Sherricks, all the family, I called on them. I called on my father, my sister, my grandmother. I called on my best friend from high school. Please intercede. They're saints. They're up there. They're interceding on our behalf. I would see all the angels, all the saints, all the McCauleys. I asked them for their help. Now here's where, number 4, this is where people have problems in this group. Whenever I mention the word plan, they're like, plan? What? You know, I gotta plan something? Oh, plan a menu, plan a diet, plan a Lenten sacrifice? Yes. I love that black book like it was a part of me. Because in the beginning, you have to set out your Lenten plan. I literally jumped for joy. I'm like, the black books are in! The black books! Yes, I can write my plan. And then you write it down. And then they'll say, revisit your plan. See how you're doing. And one of the things I think is so many people think, I can't fast because I'm not well. And I'm going to ask people not to chat. I can't fast because I'm old. Or I can't fast because I'm not well. Fasting isn't just food. You can fast. I know some people go into Lent and they're on Facebook and they say, goodbye, I'm off Facebook for Lent. That's their fasting Facebook. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to fast from gossiping. That is hard, especially if you work in an office. If you're home alone all day, you're pretty good. I can not gossip. Well, you haven't talked to a person in 2 days. We're going to gossip too. But if you work in an office or school or a hallway and people are coming up to you and they go, here's how it starts. Did you hear about blah, blah? And then you're like, okay, I gave up gossiping for Lent. And then you start going, I'm not sure, but I gave up gossiping for Lent. So is this gossip? Come right out and ask them. Boy, that'll throw people for a loop. Look at Marianne back there, Laura. Do this. I'm not sure if I heard it, but before you go ahead, is it gossip? Because I gave it up for Lent. I'm going to do that. I am giving up gossiping for Lent, and I'm going to ask people before they tell me anything. If you don't have a black book, I will get you one. 7:30 Mass, I'm shoving them in my purse. I take an empty purse just to get you guys. Also, recognize, this I like, this is a process of being hollowed out. And a lot of us could use a little hollowing, if you know what I mean. We cannot do anything without the grace of God. And you know, I was so worried about my grandson, I didn't even mind flying that much. Isn't it funny how you're so concerned about certain things? Plus, this was the first time I ever flew with Bob, and I really like it. I like flying. I can lean my head on him versus a stranger, which I've done before. I can hold his hand versus a stranger, which I've done before. And it's really nice because they don't get mad at you or call the steward or whatever, the attendant on you. So it's very nice.
You're forgetting something.
What else, honey?
And I carry all the carry-on.
I was going to tell you that. And he carries everything too. Yay! Also, some years you can have a big Lent, and some years you can have a small one. And right now I know there's people out there going, I think this is the year that I'm going to have a small Lent. That's what I'm in the mood for. Have a big Lent. Have a big Lent. It's not a competition with anyone. Don't say, well, I can't compete with Ellen who loves Lent. I don't really care for it as much as her. You're not competing with me. So I love Lent. I want you to love Lent as much as me. I have, I think, one more Lent. Let me go here. And this, now Jean has also been in the Pray It Off group for, I believe, just 12 years. And she said to me, this is the best article I've ever seen. It's the first time she's ever really fell in love with an article, and it's the best Lent ideas. What to give up for Lent. You're going to love this. It talks about what Lent is and everything. I think it's ridiculous to start Lent and go, but on Sunday I'm going to do whatever I want. If you're going to go and do Lent, do it the whole 46 days. You can do it, be brave, put on your big girl and big boy pants. We're trying to endure the temptations of Satan. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to be Christ-like. So we all know what Ash Wednesday is. This describes it. So let's go right into the 10 best things. I love this one. Don't buy anything you don't need. I go to the dollar store because they have Hallmark cards for 50 cents and $1, and I send a lot of cards. And that's the only thing I go there. I don't go up and down the rows. I don't buy anything. I see people wheeling out cart after cart of stuff because it's $1, they have to buy it. No, you don't. Don't buy anything you don't need. This one Jean loved. Throw away 40 things for 40 days. Every day, walk around your house and get 40 things. And I don't really mean put them in the garbage. You can donate them to the rescue mission or give them to me, and I will take them and donate them to the rescue mission or look and give them to poor people, whatever. But don't throw them in the garbage. Here's the thing. You might say, Ellen, I don't have 40 things that I could get rid of a day. Well, I say, good for you, because I could do this the whole 40 days of Lent and still have a heck of a lot of stuff left over. 40 days of home organization. Love this. And you might say, but Ellen, I work. You can do a drawer. You can do a corner. You can take the Windex and do one pane of a window. You can do something, small steps, baby steps. And here's the next one, no gossiping. Remember what I said? Ellen is going to have that in her little black book. Wish me luck, everyone. Now, number 5. If half of you did this, we would have one of the most successful sessions in the universe. No eating after dinner. Oh my gosh, revolutionary. Give up soda. Again, soda's poison. This is nice. Say 3 nice things to your spouse and kids daily. Bob and I have this thing. Where I'll say, why do you love me? And you have to say something you've never said before. He loves this game. I play with him. And he actually hates it, but I do it because it's fun. And then I say something that I've never said before, and it really is quite fun. And so don't just say the same old, like, I love you, you're the greatest. You say, you know what? When you were carrying that luggage in the airport and I didn't have to carry it myself, I realized that all those years I traveled before I met you were meaningless because I had no one to carry my luggage. All right, see how nice that was? Also, here's another one that I don't think maybe 2 people in this group could do, me and Bob. Don't eat out for 40 days. You're all out there going, I can't not eat out for 40 minutes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get pizza if you ever shut up. Do not complain. I think you should all try to do that for Lent. That's a good one. Stop it right there, Bobby.